Hello, my name is Marley Mitchum, and I will be presenting my project on the impacts of water pollution for sustainable solutions for social justice. The purpose of my project is to aid in the functionality of a sustainable system which will prevent pollution from entering the ocean. This will be done through collaborating with the organization Waste for Life. I would like to better understand how sewage coated plastic waste impacts the vulnerable communities of Tijuana and aid in the nonprofit organization Waste for Life in its approach to preventing pollution from entering the estuary. This will be done by conducting more research on the impacts of the locals' health, water quality, and environment to aid in the functionality of Waste for Life's purpose of social justice. The pollution that enters the water has a direct correlation with the locals' health. The lack of clean drinking water and sanitation is a violation of human rights that has been acknowledged by the United Nations. Social justice, in terms of helping to solve this issue, will be pursued. The nonprofit organization Waste for Life develops poverty reducing solutions for environmental problems. The organization uses an interdisciplinary approach to address and tackle these problems in the pursuit of social justice for the locals of vulnerable communities. The organization is working in Tijuana to prevent plastic pollution from entering the estuary. This is done by collecting the pollution and repurposing it with other organic materials to make products such as notebooks that can be sold to the local community. This is a perfect system for reusing and reconstructing plastic materials for social benefit. So, why am I doing this? I would like to reduce the negative impacts of plastic pollution on the vulnerable communities within proximity of the Tijuana estuary. Accessing to drinking water and sanitation is a human right. This right is currently being infringed upon. The locals deserve access to clean water. The Tijuana River is subject to pollution, which contaminates the water quality. Trash, consisting mainly of plastic and sewage, is the main contributor to this pollution due to improper trash disposal, leaving trash piles along streets, sidewalks, and outside of homes and businesses. Tijuana sits above sea level, making rainfall play a large factor in transporting this pollution into the river. Climate change is responsible for an increase in rainfall, which is creating an influx of pollution entering the river from the stormwater. Due to an increase in migration from World War II, Tijuana's population grew 10 times larger from 1940 to 1960. Mexico was unable to adapt fast enough to the population boom, leaving a lack of sufficient public structure, which led to improper sewage and trash disposal. The locals have been pleading for help from the government for proper sewage and trash disposal. Neither the United States nor the Mexican government has committed to implementing an effective solution due to the costs that would come with implementing a wastewater treatment plant. The human right recognized by the United States to safe drinking water and sanitation is again infringed upon. The use of renewable energy sources for recycling purposes will also be pursued. Research on which systems could aid in the functionality of the current system that Waste for Life uses will be conducted. Wind and solar powered systems that create alternative energy sources for recycling equipment to aid in a reduction of electricity will be researched. The use of electricity for recycling equipment is the main expense for communities. Therefore, limiting the amount of electricity used would prove to be beneficial in aiding Waste for Life in their recycling efforts. In terms of microplastic and plastic impacts, plastic can act as endocrine disruptors, which can potentially cause neurological and reproductive issues to human and wildlife immune systems. These endocrine disruptors can cause fertility and sperm quality issues, as well as the possibility of obesity, cancer, and heart disease. There have not been any studies conducted on the effect of consuming microplastics in the Tijuana River due to the fact that the water has multiple contaminants. In terms of sewage pollution impacts, health conditions such as skin infections were found to be a dominating impact of using the contaminated water, followed by symptoms of diarrhea, fever, cold, UTI, eye infection, vomiting, and ear infection. Overall, The water quality is having a significant impact on the locals' health and quality of life. The United Nations identifies the right to water as a human right. By working with the organization Waste for Life, I hope to aid in the pursuit of social justice so that the vulnerable communities of Tijuana can have less of a health impact. Thank you.